Alright, just want to make this video for you guys that are brand new to trading. I'm going to be talking about the platform. The platform that we are going to use today is TradingView. It's one of the more popular platforms out there. So let's get started. This platform allows you to change your chart's time frames from 1 minute to a month. You can upgrade that and get the seconds. They are also available. You have tick charts, seconds, but these are cost a premium for these particular micro time frames. A 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 45 minute chart. Each time you change it, it's going to change your chart. It's going to refresh the screen and give you a different look. Now, if you're new to trading, there's a lot of tools that are up here. This one here is for candles. You can have hollow candles, colored candles, lines, steps, highs and lows, columns, all different types of things. Hollow candles. Let's let you see how the candles are hollow here. Those candles are hollow. Typically, people just use the basic candles. Okay. You also, with this particular platform, they offer Heikenat smooth candles, okay, for a smoother look. Okay. Some people like to teach on those. I particularly don't. So I'm going to focus on what I use, and you can always explore and test out what type you like. Another one in time past was wrinkle bars that cost a premium with if you have too much stuff on your chart, depending on your plan. But with the free plan, you get all the basics, so don't worry about the other advanced stuff. But these are wrinkle bars. I believe you can customize the bars width, length, 10 points, whatever. But I don't use those. So let's stay focused on what I do use. Now on the left side, you have your chooser, dots, arrows, demonstration. The demonstration and the magic is kind of cute. When I do this, it does that, right? So when I click on an area, it just pops up little stuff, so I don't typically use that. I typically stay with the cross. Demonstration, like I should be using right now, where you can see the dot, the highlighted area to show you different areas. Are kind of nice. I can use that. Here you have your Fibonacci. I use the Fibonacci. I don't use I don't really use the Fib channel that often. But you have different Fibonacci options here. The Fibonacci retracement is the basic, and that's all you really need. But if you want to play around with other stuff, you can, like this here. Where did it go? Well, if I put it there, it'll just tell me the Fibonacci from there to the next level. That's how that works. Now I have my chart marked up already, because I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But so let me turn that back off, and that's down here under this little eye and paint icon. So when I push this icon, it's going to take away all the notations on the chart. Here you have ABC patterns. Some people like to use this type of patterns for identifying particular areas of interest. Even the Elliott wave in post, the corrective wave, the Elliott triangle, ABCD, and you can play around with these to see how these work if you like that type of stuff. But I don't use those. I'm a straight price action trader, and I looked at things differently. I've just grown to that point for now. Here you have a long position and a short position. I have mine starred because I have them down here on my platform at the bottom. I also have something called an anchor VWAP. I don't use all the time, or an anchor value profile. I don't use all the time. So, but just in case I'm curious about something, I might pull those out. Here you have a text where you can write on your chart. You can anchor your text. You can make a note on your text. You can make a price note. You can pin some stuff. You can put a table. You can call out things. Sometimes when I'm trading live, I would call out a certain area, and I'll use some of this. In fact, I'm surprised it's not down there already. I just put it down here because I use that from time to time. And sometimes I might use a comment too. So I'll put a comment down there, and I'll show you how that works in a different video. Here you have a magnet. What that does is when you use a trend line, it makes it stick. Let me give you an example. I'm going to have to turn this off real fast of what the magnet does. Let me get rid of that because I don't want it. The magnet, when you put a trend line somewhere, it's going to make it go to the candle bottom and pop it to it. It should snap. Is it on? Okay. Strong magnet. Okay. It's just, as it says here, it's a snapped indicator. Snap to the indicator. Strong, weak, strong. So when I go here, it should pop. You see how it popped to the next bar? Boom, it just popped there. Pop there. So you'll have precision pricing. So the magnet sometimes is helpful. I don't use it all the time, but it's helpful sometimes. Now again, we'll talk about, I don't use this, keep the drawing, I don't use that. You can play around with that if you want. But what's really important is for you to spend some time playing with settings that you become comfortable with. Over here you can take a picture or a snapshot of this whole screen. You can move to full screen mode, like that. And then to reverse it, I push escape on my computer keyboard. I don't use the settings that often, but if you want to change the settings of something, your symbols, you can change the colors of your symbols, the status line of things you can change, the canvas or the background, for example. I can change the background to yellow, to gray, or whatever. I like mine kind of soft gray when I'm trading at night. It's easier for me to see. But you can play with all these different settings if you like. But it's going to come as a standard default setting. Some people I see like white, really clear to see stuff. It's good at night. But for my eyes, I like it a little darker. On the right side of the screen, you have your watch list. In this particular case, in this particular platform, with this particular broker, which is Onanda, I trade Forex. I have 11 different things here. I have the dollar, all these Forex pairs. I watch gold and Bitcoin, and all the other Forex pairs. And the way I have mine set up is, and we're on the dollar index now on the daily chart, when the dollar goes down, there's some currency pairs go up. So these three here, the US Canadian, let me open it up for you guys. USD JPY, USD Canadian dollar, and the USD SWIFT, they all move in conjunction with the dollar index. So if the dollar is going down, these three also are going down. When the dollar is going down, these four go up. That's why I have it set up that way. But that's just my personal preference. You'll figure out which preference and what market you want to trade. Here you have your alerts. I don't use alerts. It's a feature that's a premium because I use limit orders. I might test this alert, but I believe it's good to use. Let me get rid of the alerts. Here, what is this? Object tree. If you have something on the chart, like these are all things that are on the chart right now that you just don't see, but you'll see them when I put the lipstick back on the chart, so to speak. All these documentations, annotations, all these markups, that's what this area does. I can go in and delete any of the things in the object tree or the data window, and it allows me to eliminate one at a time. But I can come over here and just eliminate all of them and just see a pure chart. Down here, I don't use this here. What is this? Screeners? Okay, so This is your stock screeners. If you want to do a list, you want to screen certain stocks for whatever reason. I don't particularly use this because I'm always in the market monitoring. I might start using this, but you can screen different stocks for whatever reason. Who's above 50%, it'll tell you. Who's below. If you want to watch a certain stock and start to monitor and put that on your watch list. Get all stocks here. You can make a copy of a new watch list. You can screen for price, so it'll tell you all the stocks at a certain price that you can take a look at. The index, if you just want to look at the NASDAQ, it'll show you everything and all the pairs that are inside the NASDAQ, and that's about 100 pairs. In my case, I think I eliminate some of the smaller companies, but I trade the NASDAQ on a different platform, because with this particular platform, my particular broker, Onanda, they don't allow me to trade the NASDAQ. But I do have another broker that I use, and that's the TopStack Futures. I trade the NASDAQ on their platform, which is basically the same as this one because they have a TradingView white label customized for them. Okay, so what's next? What is this? I don't use this. Pine. I don't know what that is. Oh, this is your editor if you want to code, because you can write your own scripts in here, make your own custom indicators. You can even learn how to code for $15 a month for certain classes. Calendar, let you know what's coming up. Give you all your news calendars on earnings, revenue, dividends, etc. for the week, for the month, however you decide to set it up. We'll get to that later. New IPOs coming out. You can discover those as well. So if you might want to get into a penny stock and put a few $100 in it and see what it does over the next 6 months, a little short-term investment. And here are some of the IPOs that are coming out here soon. So if you like to invest in IPOs, that tool is available for you. Down here are all the same things that are here. I just have them over here at the bottom of the screen. And this is the basics of the platform for TradingView. What's nice about TradingView, they also allow you to change multiple screens. Well, I actually have a multiple, that's an upgraded feature. But on my other platform, let me go to my other platform. Well, it's not really that important, I guess. On this platform, I trade futures and things like that. So I have multiple screens there. It is pretty much the same thing because this is TradingView as well. But this particular one is with a different broker I have called Onanda. And Onanda doesn't trade stocks, but they're more into currency pairs. Great company. They give you alerts and everything. Well, that'll be this video for now, and I just hope it helps you out and get familiar with TradingView. Spend some time with it, play with it the way and set it up the way that you would like to see it. Change all the colors you like, whatever you like to do with it. But spend some time in TradingView to get familiar with the platform. Well, that's it for now. It's about a 15-minute video, 14-minute video. Just want to give you an opportunity to learn some of the basics in charting. In my next video, I'll talk about more detail, and I'll start showing you things that I do here. Why is it there? What does it mean? We'll talk about that in upcoming videos. But for now, enjoy your time learning about TradingView platform. Have a great week.